Hey Tony, how you doing? This is Rob, Palm Beach Physique. How you doing? Listen, I wanted to make a little exercise video for you, some basic stretches and some light dumbbell exercises that I think you should be doing. We talked about it the other day. So, very easy to spend a few minutes. First one I want you to do is you're going to put your hands together and lock your fingers. Bring them up over your head. You're going to put your palms of your hands up toward the ceiling. Stretch those arms out straight. Deep breath in and out. So while you're doing all your stretches and exercises, just focus on deep breath in and out. Now we're going to hold this just for like 10-15 seconds. All right? Looking good. And relax. Good. Next thing I want you to do is going to bring your right arm across your body. Left hand is on your elbow, and you're going to push your arm across. Hands going over the shoulder as far as you can. Okay, and we're just going to hold that stretch. You should be feeling it in your shoulder and the upper back and shoulder area. Okay, once again, holding that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Focus on your breathing. Deep breath in and out. Good. And relax that arm. Bring the other hand over. Other hand on your elbow. Push back again. Once again, feeling it in that back shoulder area. Across here, back of the arm. Hands going over that shoulder. Slow, deep breath in and out. Shoulder flexibility, range of motion is very important, and that's something that we lose. It gets really tight and stiff, so we got to stretch it out daily. Next thing we're going to do is just bring shoulder rolls back. Deep breath in and out. Roll those shoulders about 5 times back, and then roll them forward 5 times. Good. Next thing we're going to have you do is going to put your chin to your chest. Slow, deep breath. Slowly look up to the ceiling. Straight ahead. Turn your head to the side, your neck as far as you can. Work that range of motion in your neck. And then slowly back over to the other side, as far as you can. Slowly rotate that neck in a circular motion. Circle back the other way. Good. For the legs, just going to have you put your legs out wide apart. Palms of hands, going to just reach forward toward the floor. And you're going to go as far as you can. Keep the legs straight. Slow, deep breath. Once you reach your limit, you stop there and just hold it. Deep breath in and out. The farther you can go, the better. You're going to feel that stretch in your lower back and in the back of your legs. Deep breath in and out. All right, tighten your stomach muscles. Roll all the way up. Hands on your hips. Circle at the hips. A little hula, a little Hawaiian hula. You know how Joanne and I like our Hawaiian stuff, so there's a little hula. Good. And other side. Good. Next thing we're going to do is just going to reach up and over the head. Reach those hands, stretch, whole body stretch. You're going to feel it all along here. Just going to do a few of these. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next thing, hands on the hips, and we're going to go up and down on toes, calf raises, tip toes, up and down. You're going to do 10 of these. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next thing we're going to do is just lean against the wall. Put one leg forward, one leg is back. Hands on the wall, and you're going to lean forward. Both the feet stay flat on the ground here. Okay. Forward motion here. My hands are here. Leaning forward. Knee over the foot. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. All right, and switch. Once again, make sure your hands are on the wall. I'm just standing like this so you can see. Big stretch. Feet stay flat on the floor. Once again, we're holding these stretches for about 10 to 15 seconds. This primarily stretches out the calf muscles, lower leg muscles. Good. All right. And grab some weights. I recommend just starting out with very light weights, 3 pounds, 5 pounders, something like that. and just going to do some basics. Okay, if your shoulders are okay, we're just going to do a couple shoulder presses. Okay, one at a time. Press up. You blow out as you go up. Now your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, keeping our stomach muscles tight. We exhale as we go up. Now to start with these, I'm just going to do 5, and then we're going to build up to doing 10 of these a day. Good. Deep breath, blowing out as you push up. So a little phrase you want to remember is exhale on exertion. Anytime you're exerting yourself, lifting up, pushing away, that's when you exert, exhale. Exhale on exertion. All right, bicep curls, one at a time. Exhale as you bring that up. So this is the work phase, so we're exhaling as we bring it up. Back stays nice and straight. So side view, back is straight. Curl under those arms. Of course, this is working the biceps, the front of the arms. Deep breath in and out. Also, it's working our grip strength when we have to hold on to these weights. That's working the forearms, the hands, the fingers, all those little things that are so important on everyday use. So once again, repetition-wise, start out with 10 of these repetitions on each side. Once again, very lightweight. So the most important thing while we're doing any weight training exercises is breathing. So make sure that you are exhaling as you lift the weight up. Let's do one more. I think that's about 10, but you're going to be doing 10 repetitions of that. Okay? All right, with your weights at the side, you're just going to rock side to side a few times. This just helps to loosen up those muscles around the back waist area here. Tones a little bit of the side of the muscle too on the waistline, so it's also good for that. But primarily, this is just used to keep everything loose and relaxed when we're doing these exercises. All right, next one we're going to do is a shoulder raise. Bring the shoulder, arm up to your shoulder level. Exhale as we lift up, so as we bring up. Good. 3. Now these ones, we're just going to do 5 of them to start, because once again, the muscles in the shoulders are smaller, and maybe we haven't worked these in a while, so this may be a little more difficult. So we're going to start out with 5, and then you're going to work up to 10. Okay, so as you're feeling a little stronger, 6, 7, 8, building up. Okay, and all these exercises, just do 1 set of each for right now. Gradually, you're going to build up that, but for right now, just doing 1 set. All right, going for the legs, you're going to put your legs a little bit wider apart, and you're just going to hold these weights to the side. This is a basic squat, depending on your knees. I think you said you have some knee issues. You're not going to go down as far. So if your knees are bothering you, just go down like a little half squat, little baby squat like that. If you can't go down, go a little further, okay? Feet wide out, and your feet are like a 45-degree angle pointing outwards. Decreases the stress on the knees. The closer your feet are together, the more stress you're going to feel on your knees. So you want to have a little bit wider stance when you're doing the squats. Now breathing on this, you want to inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up. Inhale down, exhale up. And these weights are just on the side, giving a little extra resistance. You can also start without any weights if you want to do that. Also, you can put your hands on a counter or a back of a chair or on the wall when you're doing the squats to give yourself a little extra support for balance. Okay. Safety is always very important, so when you are doing any exercises, make sure you always have something that you can put your hand on to grab in case you lose your balance. Okay. And then I think the last thing I want to just do is a little balance exercise with you. Now, what you can use is like a back of a chair or counter. So I'm going to pull my chair over here. All right, so I'm just going to put my hands on the back here. All right, now I'm going to lift up my right leg, and I'm just going to have it off the floor, and we're going to hold that. Now my hands are on the back of the chair, but I'm just not putting my weight on it. I'm just having there for a little bit of support, and then you can also lift your hands off a little bit. And to begin, just try to do like 10 seconds without holding on or with it very close by. And then you switch into the other side, same thing. Hands are on here for support. Foot is off the ground. All the weight is on one leg, okay? And then you just gradually release the tension. You don't want to be leaning forward to support all yourself. So we're challenging our balance by putting all the weight on one leg and then bringing those hands up. Now, this also depends on your knees. Like I said, I know you do have some knee issues there, so if this is bothering your knees too much, then don't do it. Okay, so these are just some suggestions without seeing you and working with you personally. I'm just making some general things that you can try. The last thing we're going to do, I'm going to put this camera down a little bit so you can see my feet. Okay, is you're going to be putting one foot in front of the other. Okay, hand will be on the back of a chair. Okay, you can also do it this way. All right, so one foot in front of each other. They're lined up heel to toe. Hands are on the back here. And once again, same thing we did before. Just raise your hands off a little bit. If you start to feel wobbly, you have that for support. Never do this in the air until your balance is really good. Always want to keep your hands on here and just up just a little bit. Holding this for about 10 seconds to start. With all the balance exercises, our goal is to make it up to 30 seconds, even eventually up to a minute, being able into that balance position. So when we're in these positions here, it forces our core muscles to work, all right? So we want to have those core muscles working, tensed up, and that's how we get strong. So when we're in this front leg position like this, heel toe, now my muscles have to stabilize me so I don't fall over, all right? When we have our leg up in the air, same thing. I'm counting on my stomach muscles, my back muscles, and my leg muscles to keep me balanced and secure. So we do some of these exercises so that you can stimulate and strengthen those muscles. All right, so these are some basics. It's been about 11 minutes right now that we've been talking this exercises. So try these out. If you have any questions, please call me, text me, video me, anything you want. But it's very important to do these on a regular basis. Right now, try to do it every other day. Eventually, I would like you to try doing this every day. And it should only take you 10, 15 minutes to do some of these basic things, but it can be very important to keep up your balance, your strength, and your stability, and your flexibility. If these go okay, I will eventually show you some more exercises and stretches that we can do on the floor, standing up. All right, so once again, if you need me for anything, just give me a call here. Robert Hutzko, Palm Beach Physique, 561-329-4036. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.